Hi everyone, my name is Ijeoma. Happy New Year! So, welcome to my channel where I talk about everything HR related and its intersection with the law under the Naija HR Chic Series with me. Yeah, it's a new year. It's shaping up to be a very interesting year. It's election year in Nigeria, and then I can't wait to record all my episodes. I've missed you guys for months. I've not been able to record. Let's just say I've been trying to be resting, taking my own advice. But it's time to get back to work. And then today's topic is a very interesting one because it's something that I have done. Yes. Who knew that HR professionals could actually be quiet quitters? Yes. So this is like a quiet quitters experience seen through the lens of Ijeoma Ucheibe. So what's quiet quitting? In my videos, like you all know, I try not to give you the Google definition or the definition you see in a dictionary. I try to tell you how it is unscripted, how I feel about a particular topic. So quiet quitting for me is quiet quitting. I'm quitting the job literally. I'm just trying to say, okay, I show up at work, I give you the barest minimum. So if my job entails punching numbers as a data entry clerk, that's the only thing you're getting. Any need to over impress you as my supervisor to do other things that I know I can do to stand out in my role, I don't do it because I feel I've done enough. This is what you're paying me for. So why do I have to impress you? Because it relates to another concept I will discuss in a later video called quiet firing, where you frustrate people to the point where they decide to leave the organization. Don't get me started on things that HR professionals, yes, do. But today we're talking about quiet quitting and how it started. So, quiet quitting is not a new concept per se. It's something that has been with us, but I think we've now fine tuned a term for it. And it's now become very trendy. And we see a lot of patterns like this emerge since 2020, where we had that whole hula baloo about, COVID-19 and having to work from home, and people just getting to a point where, you know what, we're doing all we can to stay sane and do the job, and but it just feels like no matter what you do, some supervisors, some managers are just not convinced that you're doing a good job. And they got to a point where, well, instead of throwing in the towel or resigning, why not just come to work, do what you have to do, and you leave? And it leads me to my own experience. So I worked at this organization that almost made me feel like I didn't know what I was doing. Yes, you know that organization that you know that you are the best at what you do when it comes to the HR business. But for some reason, it just felt like my line manager, who was like a managing director of some sort, was choking the life out of me. No matter how much I tried, there was always this one member of staff that was whispering into his ears and making me feel like I was redundant. And I was not happy. But before I would leave, I said, okay, fine. Since you're paying me a ridiculous amount of money, if I must say at the time, for this job that I am supposed to come and do, why not stick to what is in my JD? And then when it's time for me to leave, I leave jejely, right? And that's what I did. Did I have fun doing it? No, because I think it's like a hardcore wiring that we do for HR professionals, where we feel like if we don't do certain things, we feel like we're not contributing our quota to the organization. But I think because I had gotten to a point where I had enough and I was about to leave, this was 6 months before I left, I became a quiet quitter. First 3 months, most enjoyable period of my life. Came to work by 9 a.m., 6 p.m., clocked out, went home, switched off my phones. So nobody could actually reach out to me about work. I was not interested. Whatever work had to be done had to wait till the next day. That was how bad it was for me. And then I think by the 4th month, I was getting tired of it because I felt, okay, this was time slipping away from me. I wasn't achieving what I came here to do, and it's time to check out. And then there were a lot of series of, actions that led to me being quietly fired, because you could tell that, okay, this person who was whispering into the managing director's ears wanted me out of the system. For some reason, I had come to shake things up and they were not used to my new way of life, because that old saying, this is how we do things here, was about to play, or rather come into play. And I didn't want to fight. I knew that, okay, sooner or later, I would get tired of this infighting and just leave. And I think that is actually what happened, and I ended up leaving the organization. And these are things that I've learned. Loud failing is one of the causes. So loud failing, where you have execs, corporate execs, management employees, because those management employees are a different kettle of fish. Sometimes you wonder, were these people ever entry level employees getting or rising to the point of becoming management employees, where they suddenly forget things that we have all been through, rising through the ranks. What happens when they come and just tell you what they think you want to hear as employees? Oh, we're going to improve the perks, we're going to improve bonuses, we're going to improve some of the benefits that we give to staff, and you just know all this in is lip service. Is it that I got tired of hearing the same old thing, and I came to a point where I had to make a decision for myself? So, okay, I want to be a quiet quitter, not because I want to be one, but I feel, okay, if I do this, maybe to get the management to sit up and see that this is not a good pattern, and that very soon members of staff would start leaving the company. But it just felt like nobody was listening. And I think that so many times we see this happening in a lot of organizations. Loud feeling does not help. Loud feeling, simple and short, is when management, instead of doing the needful, come and tell you as an employee, not necessarily through the HR, what they think you want to hear. Oh, okay, these people are boycotting services. They're not coming to work early. Instead of having a poll taken to say, okay, let us even understand what is really going on. Why are you doing this? They come in and think, oh, we need enough juice in the cafeteria. Seriously. We're looking at, okay, maybe this person's compensation needs to be upgraded to match their role. And you're looking at juice. How is juice relevant to the compensation? So that's loud feeling happening right there. And somehow I feel like that's one of the biggest causes of quiet quitting. My opinion, of course. Let me know in the comment section what you think about today's episode. Do you think HR professionals are capable of becoming quiet quitters, or you think, oh, that's just restricted to other employees? HR is supposed to be above all this. And do you think that management employees, corporate execs, have a lot to do when it comes to not allowing loud feeling, dampening the morale of employees to the point where they become quiet quitters? So my name is Ijeoma, across Instagram and LinkedIn, and I am Naija HR Chic on TikTok. Yes, I jump around on TikTok sometimes. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and most importantly, please subscribe at the link below. I can't wait to chop it up with you next time on another topic. Take care, guys.